the first topic we want to talk about was things that we hate about Lasercorn, damn it. This guy, he's been in our lives for years and years, and we've got a few gripes with him.
Time to air some grievances.
Yeah.
While he's not here to defend himself. This is a great episode, guys. We're really good friends.
Yeah. And up first, since he came up with this idea, I'm blaming it on you, because Lasercorn takes down notes. Jovenshire, go ahead. Your thing that you hate about Lasercorn.
He just holds on to grievances in such an unhealthy way. And it's not...
Says the guy airing his grievances out on a podcast without the man he's talking about. Okay, go on, though.
I can't taste the irony. Can you? But it's not just things for videos. We love board games. And so there's been times where him, Brina, myself, and Kate have kind of I wouldn't call them double dates, but we've sat down to play board games together. And it's happened at least on 2 occasions in the last 5 years, because they don't happen often, because it doesn't, Kate would never say no, but it stays in the back of her memory and she starts to feel bad for it too. So the first time the four of us sat down to play a board game, Kate stomped him by doing this play that ruined him in a game. And it's an indie board game, so even if I could remember the name, I don't think anyone here would know. Well, for those watching the video version, we're gonna flash an image of it right here because I can send that to Paco. Anyways, you have to protect the city, but also let enough people enter the city. Weird strategy game. Anyways, Kate pulled this move that was top tier and destroyed all of Lasercorn's army right before he was about to win, and then Kate went on to win the game. Flash forward a year and a half, 2 years. We're playing Fireball Island. Lasercorn is about to escape the island with the big jewel in hand, and Kate gets one more.
Is Fireball Island a tabletop game?
I think it's called Fireball Island. But
it sounds like a drinking game.
Never heard of it. Yeah.
And if it's not, it should be.
It should be.
Ball Island.
It's a very fun board game that was old and it was re-released, and there's marbles that slide around this map and knock you over. Anyways, Kate, on the way to the helicopter to escape and collect her treasure, winds up again tactfully attacking Lasercorn, stealing his giant jewel, and then escaping.
Tactically, not tactfully, because it wasn't a polite thing to do.
Correct. Well, it was not a polite thing to do. And then just won the game again and stole it from Lasercorn at the last minute. And he brings it up every single time he gets a chance. Both of those. He does
not forget.
He doesn't.
But he also does forget when it comes to Mario Party, because he will keep trying. He will keep trying.
This is the time that'll be different. And so, yeah, no matter what it is. And so if you are playing a video game with him and you're you get a kill on him or something, or you get a friendly kill in GTA, it's not for the video that he gets revenge. He has to. Inside of his soul, he can't drop it.
He's a vengeful man.
Yes.
And it's Mari
exhausting.
said, he is extremely forgetful about most things, but he never forgets about vengeance. And
true.
So it's if you wronged him at all, if you wronged him at all in the past and it hasn't come back to you yet, it's this constant thing of I know he remembers and he hasn't done
he's got a
yet.
checklist and he checks it every single night, and if he has not
Memento.
crossed it off yet,
he's Arya
coming.
Stark. It's Arya Stark. He just repeats through his list.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
So that's one of my biggest grievances with Lasercorn. Would I tell this to his face? Yeah, after 2 whiskeys for sure.
When he won't remember, hopefully.
Yeah.
So mine is that. So you guys might remember a series that we did on Smosh Games for a brief period of time called Cage Match Challenge. And
speaking of being spiteful,
I consider myself to be it's one of my highest skills, I guess, in terms of things I pride myself on is being good at video games. But I'll say about this, and it's a grievance I had with him at the time because it really screwed me. Lasercorn has an uncanny ability to just pick up on new games very quickly. It made him really good in Game Bang. I think he might have even been the winningest person in Game Bang. Or close
I heard
to.
gang. I'm pretty sure that was an N the first time you said it.
I said game bang.
It
the
always
winningest
sounds like the
gangbanger.
wrong thing whenever I hear it.
He's the best game banger in town.
Yeah.
Check the Wikipedia.
He's
But he
very,
would-
very
he would-
experienced in game bangs. Game
He
bangs?
would game with an M, dang it. He would always like I think that I probably won 25% of our cage matches against each other. It was always annoying, but the one that I remember the most is the whole reason he has his orange hair. Which was that we were staging a thing because he was trying to get out of jury duty. So he was like, I want to show up to jury duty with orange hair so they think I'm crazy.
Oh, that's right. I
And-
forgot that was lined
Yes.
up with this.
So he was like, so let's just do a cage match. Let's set the stakes that the person that loses dyes their hair and you'll beat me. And then I'll go dye my hair orange so I can go to jury duty with orange hair.
Wait, that's so diabolical because if the court was like, oh, you only did this for court, and then he could be
There's
like,
evidence.
no, watch the video. It's
Yeah.
because I lost, and that's why I have orange hair.
But if you watch that video, there's clearly a point in the video where he's kind of not trying that hard, and it's because he was beating me naturally, and then he had to try to lose. Because he was just like so naturally good at this random game we had both never played that I was just like,
So is this
I'm
why?
sending this to the government.
Yeah, Mr.
I'm sending
Government.
it to the president.
everything that I've just said is a fictional retelling, and it was the video's real. That's what you
Is this why?
Allegedly.
Is this why you were so try hard in the beginning of SG because you kind of had to be to keep up with Lasercorn because you had so much experience with him?
I just would, yeah, I think part of it was that because, like, I really didn't want to be, once the punishments became actual punishments, I really didn't want to do them. I also took myself a lot more seriously at the time, so anything stupid like, you gotta wear a dress, I was like, no, I don't want to wear a dress, that's stupid! And I would try really hard to stay out of the punishment.
And yet, you still ended up in a dress.
I eventually, yeah, well, I ended up in a dress many times. Yeah. And it has helped me in my life to take myself less seriously, so thank you, Smosh.
My grievance with Lasercorn is that I can never tell if he's for or against me. I've known this man for a decade and I still feel like I do not know him. It's kind of like being best friends with a shark. You see, you look
holding
into
shark?
those eyes and you're like, okay, I'm getting a cold, dark stare back. And I'm like, we're friends, right? We're good? We're good? And then at any point, I'm like, he's going to bite my head off. I don't know how or when, but he's going to do it. And yeah, it's like
when was the last time you got like an angry stare where you had to wonder, we good?
Well,
We
okay,
friends?
so I see this stare every time we play a video game. Every time I play a video game, the stare is just there. And it's just the face of a shark.
Like his old instincts kick in?
Yes. And so I'm like, whenever, whether it's Sea of Thieves or GTA, it doesn't matter. I'm like, are we on the same team? Cool, we're on the same team. Cool, we're on the same team. And at any given point, he's gonna turn on me. I know
And you never
it.
know if it's like for the video or because like did I scorn you outside of here? Did I do something
You'll
that you need to
never
work through?
know.
Like if
You'll
there's
never
one
know.
person in this group, if there's two people in this group, we should all have therapy. We should all get therapy, but him just as much as the rest of us should go to therapy and will never.
Man, us going to group therapy would be great for an episode.
Oh my God. Can we do this?
Us going, do we know a therapist that's like does like a person that like has a YouTube that is a therapist or something like that? That would be kind of great.
Okay, I feel like this is really funny.
Yeah, we gotta look into that.
It. I think
But
we
then,
should do
but
it.
it then just turns into an intervention for Lasercorn.
But
Guys,
no,
we're into
we
this
think
gag. Yeah.
we think it's going to be an intervention for Lasercorn, but then like the therapist turns it around and it's like, how do you guys drive Lasercorn to do this?
What's
That's
like, why?
hilarious.
Like I don't, except for like this time, but that's also kind of stemmed from this, so it's like fine. It's like, but why is it from that? I'm like, oh,
This ends with us three crying and him smugly standing there like, I told you guys suck.
yeah.
It turns into a therapist situation into what we thought would be a intervention into a hostage situation.
Yeah.
We're friends with the psychopath.
I think Mari's grievance leads perfectly into our next topic that I wanted to talk about. If there's one thing that you think of when you think of Lasercorn, and especially when it comes to Smosh games, the word betrayal is definitely close behind. That was kind of his thing on Smosh games. In any video game we played,
we eventually called it a wild card. But no, that was his
That was our coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was angry. So Hinky was tryhard. Mari was a girl. Yeah.
Mari was the man of the group. That's a fact.
That's true. And then Lasercorn was like, was going to betray you. And it's always from like you could kind of see it in some of our videos with any of us. Like when we don't know what to do in that precise moment, we just fall back on our go-tos.
Our go-tos are very much reflective of parts of us, IRL.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this one was almost a hard one because it's like, how do you, like, there were so many of them that so few almost stood out.
Well, we didn't set it up, but this is going to be the greatest Lasercorn betrayals. So go ahead.
Okay, I've got one that happened outside of games. This is something that would happen all the time with Lasercorn. He is one of the most aloof people that I know, but also sometimes the most focused. It's very, very hit or miss.
He switches it on, that's for sure.
He definitely does. And I think this was a nonchalant betrayal. He didn't try to do it, but it cut deep. So every single week when we worked at Defy, the president of the whole company, which Lasercorn just talked about. He used to come in on Fridays, like at the end of the workday, and just be like, "Hey guys, just popping in, just seeing how we're doing." And we're always playing video games. We're probably, if we were not recording, we were still playing video games, and we'd be like, "Hey, how's it going, Keith?" And then just kind of like, look back.
Especially like Friday at 4 p.m.
Lasercorn go over his house to like set up an Xbox for his kid or something like that.
Yes, this president would walk around the office all the time. We would like see him all the time. He pops in every Friday, and one time, Lasercorn goes, "Who is that guy?" Totally sincere. And I don't know, that to me hurts more than anything. Just not being remembered after so many weeks, months,
Oh, that's
years.
good. So not even a betrayal on you, a betrayal on someone else. What a lovely pick.
Well, because
hilarious.
if it can happen to that guy who's the president of, he's the boss, I'm like, oh man.
Our friend Joe Beretta, for months being in the same office, one room adjacent, being at hangouts with us, going to events with us. Yeah, Joe's going to take care of it. Who? Joe Beretta. Who's Joe Beretta?
You know what's funny?
Dude.
You know what's funny? Lasercorn is definitely going to be the first of us to go senile, but like reading the Notebook in the Notebook brings her back, like remembering old vengeances will be the thing that brings him back temporarily.
Yes, we'll say Keith Richmond and he'll be like, "Boom, I'm back."
Yeah.
That
son of a bitch.
I do realize though, and like I realized this when I was traveling around with Lasercorn and Brina, I think that he is aloof to like 90% of life because all of his all of his attention goes to his family. Like he's very focused on his family and nothing else. And I'm like, you know what? I respect that.
He is a family man.
He is. Apparently, I didn't know this, but I saw Brina not too long ago for a little B-Day party, and she was saying, because I told her about the trying to kiss him on the forehead thing. It's like, he won't let me kiss him on the forehead. It's like, yeah, he keeps talking about that. He also will go around and he said multiple times, like, Joven keeps trying to say I'm his best friend, or I'm his best friend, but it's like, he's not. And Brina will say, oh, it's because it's me. I'm your wife. It's like, no, Tyler's my best friend. And I'm like, that is layered in betrayal. Me, come on, just call it what it is. Call it what it is. Just say it. Just say what I am to you. But also betrayal to the wife. But also, he's got 2 sons.
And
That's hilarious.
the thing is, he'll never think of it that deep. He's just like, nope, this is what it is. That's just it. There's no emotion attached to it for him. It's just like, nope, that's just what it is. There's no layers.
I'm sure that Amir and also Brina share the best friend spot as well.
Yes. He just has like a
Jovin's
go-to.
still gonna make it about himself.
Yeah.
Yep,
Just
absolutely.
like give me something. Give me something. Give me a kiss on the forehead. I won't kiss him on the forehead. He can kiss me on the forehead. How about that?
My Lasercorn betrayal is one that always stuck out in my memory. Lasercorn was always known for doing the betrayals in Minecraft. That was like always how the Minecraft story was going to end. You know, it started with Lasercornia and blowing up Mari's house. But the one betrayal that I remember the most is the one that crashed the entire server because he had
The
like
TNT.
yeah, it was like a custom mod that he had installed into the game where we were like going through this mission, but he had set it up without us knowing that a giant nuke was going to blow up the whole level.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was like he set a nuke to go off and he had like pre-produced this without us knowing because we were going through I remember we had to climb up some tall building. We had all these missions to do. For some reason I remember there was a ramen shop somewhere.
It's because it was like Tokyo. Like that's the worst part about it. We're like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's rough, dude.
Yeah, it was set in like a Minecraft Japan sort of thing.
Is
It was
this
like
the
we
one
go
where
to
Godzilla
Japan.
showed up?
I think so.
Yes,
I think so. Yes. And yeah, Lasercorn used to be able to do these things in Minecraft because he would spend hours in the office.
He would
after
not
we
go
would
home.
Go home. Yeah.
Yeah, and he set up a nuke without us knowing, and it blew up the whole server and literally crashed the game for everyone. He had pre-produced this betrayal that blew up the whole
so
game.
much TNT.
So for diehard Jovenshire fans that followed my cartoon Worst Ways to Die in the Minecraft episode, I pulled inspiration from that specific event where it's Worst Ways to Die is you set up this elaborate plan to like destroy someone, but then you accidentally set it off yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty great moment.
He will destroy himself in order to destroy other people easily.
Is a good one. I've got, I think, another good contender. Also from Minecraft, though, because, again, it's where he did some of his best work. The problem is, I don't know if I remember the betrayal exactly. All I know is that the betrayal near the end, I think it was like even when we came back to Minecraft with bows, and it's what led to the court case of Lasercorn in game, and then led to Smosh and Order, one of our favorite shows. So I would say that the betrayal that happened in that story arc was one of the best because it led to Smosh and Order. Does anyone, Mari, do you remember?
No, I don't remember this.
Was it not just his initial betrayal of Mari, like blowing up her house? I thought
No.
Which time?
Yeah, like there was the original of like Minecraft for like the whole Lasercornia and then like those betrayals. This I'm just gonna keep on talking to see if I can vent enough time to see. No,
We could always cut. We could
I
always
don't
cut
even-
this part.
Yeah, why don't we just cut to you finding it? With the magic of editing, we will cut to Joven finding the spot that he's looking for.
Wow, we did the Law and Order joke in Minecraft. Apparently, we did it before that place.
I love that. Man, if nothing is cut, this is great. It's just go. Here it comes. Here comes the defense. It's coming.
Here it is.
So I think just maybe Lasercorn just murdered people. I don't know what came before this.
You know what's hilarious about Minecraft?
It's too hard to find.
His
It might be
betrayal
too
in
vague.
Minecraft always looks so dumb because it's like when someone suddenly starts attacking you, it's just a hand going like this. You're like, what the f are you doing, man? You're like, you have time to react and everything. You're like, why are you hitting me? What are you doing?
So there is a video. It's called I think it's the Conviction of Lasercorn. Minecraft is the name of the video, and they kind of go over. But it just sounds like he betrayed us and was killing some people. He was murdering people. But that betrayal led to Smosh and Order, which I think is really good.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
But so shout out and thank you to the patrons who got a little extra in this particular episode. And again, for the people watching on YouTube, as we cut back to this, thank you so much for watching this We Hate Lasercorn episode.
No, it was a celebration of Lasercorn.
Yeah, celebration of hate for Lasercorn. But if you want to see the full version, check out the Patreon. We got a link down below. We have extended versions of all of our videos. There may or may not be some retweaking of our podcast moving forward. We're experimenting with some stuff constantly, trying to find out what works best. But most of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the video, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
And if you're watching Lasercorn, sorry, don't murder us.
Thank you to all the patrons that you can see right here supporting OGSoG and all the crazy antics that we have. If you are watching this on YouTube, like I said before, go click that link down below, become a subscriber, and see all the neat stuff we do over on Patreon.